Hey folks, today I decided to do something really different, but hopefully fun, and hopefully you guys will like this. If you guys do like this, send me some feedback. I want to hear from you. Send me an email to support@marketgeeks.com. I want to know if you're getting some value out of this video. So yesterday was 28 years to the day that I got into the stock market. It was the first day that somebody exposed me to what trading was like, and I learned about it, and that's when I decided that I was going to become a trader. I had no idea things were going to come this way. Obviously, it was 28 years ago. So I want to do something a little different today. Now, I don't know if everybody here has seen the movie Back to the Future, but either the second Back to the Future or the third Back to the Future, Biff steals the sports book and goes back with all the games that won, and then he becomes the richest guy in the world. He basically goes and gives the book to himself when he was much younger. So one of the things that I thought about doing was, what if I can go back in time 28 years ago to the day and tell myself the 20 most important rules that I learned in trading? That would be pretty cool, right? Imagine me going back 28 years ago to 1994, to beginning of the year when I was just thinking of going to law school. I didn't have any money. Basically, I was I didn't know I was at a crossroads. And imagine me coming back 28 years and giving myself these rules. Well, I don't have a time machine, not yet at least. But if I did, these would be the 20 rules that I would share with myself. So obviously, I can't go back 28 years. Obviously, I can't share it with my mid-20s Roger Scott, but I could share it with you. And hopefully these 20 rules will at least make some difference in your trading, or at least give you some perspective, because these are probably the 20 most important things that I've learned over the last 28 years. I just wished I had a time machine. Then, oh boy, it would be great. So let's get started. Number one, keep it simple. Some of your best strategies have 5 rules or less. Don't try to reinvent the wheel every time you make a strategy. 5 simple rules. Those are the type of systems that will withstand the test of time, 10, 20, 30 years. So don't think the more complicated it is, the better it'll be. You've had a habit of doing that when you first started trading. You don't anymore. Don't complicate things, keep them simple. Rule number 2, be patient and stop doubting yourself. Instead of learning all the fancy indicators, learn to back test them as fast as possible. It'll make your life so much better than learning every other indicator that comes out under the sun. Most of them are useless. Number 3, learn everything you can about bet sizing. It'll change how you think about the markets. Bet sizing is the next step after expectancy. So after you learn how to make money or lose money, you have to learn bet sizing in order to make your account grow. Very important. Number 4, don't always create systems for single asset setups. Start thinking multidimensional, into clusters and hedging techniques. Most professional hedge funds don't trade, they don't buy a stock and sell a stock, buy a stock, sell a stock. They do clusters. Start thinking like a hedge fund guy. Number 5, stop paying attention to all that crap you watch on CNBC. I used to watch CNBC 12 hours a day. They've got no clue what they're talking about. They are completely clueless about the stock market. You'd be better off throwing darts. Trust me, you'd be a lot better off just throwing darts. Number 6, stop judging yourself based on the results of individual trades. Most individual trades are totally random. In other words, the next trade is not going to decide whether you're a brilliant trader or a complete idiot. Look at a series of 10, 20 trades and learn from them. But don't decide whether you're good or not, or whether somebody else is good or not, just based on a couple of trades. It means absolutely nothing. Number 7, learn how to identify and trade only the strongest stocks and the weakest stocks. Leave everything in between to the side, to the amateurs. As a professional trader, you always need to know what the strongest 5 stocks are and the weakest 5 stocks are. If you don't know that, then you're not doing your job. Number 8, start following 13F filings from large hedge funds to see whether you're thinking the same as them and what you can learn from their mistakes. See if you're anticipating the market better than they were. Play exercises. Put a list of stocks that you think will do great over the next quarter, and then compare it to 13F filings by the biggest hedge funds and see who's doing a better job and see how close or how far you are and try to guess from and try to learn from that. Number 9, learn to equalize positions so that your winners and losers have predictable dollar value attached to them. Otherwise, you're going to have a winner, $4,000 winner, $500 loser, $3,000 loser, $200 winner. You'll never have a expectancy that way. You have to equalize your positions to give you an equal bang for the buck. If you don't know how to do that, check out my VIP bootcamp. In my bootcamp, I show you exactly how to equalize your positions. Number 10, don't waste your time learning everything about options. It will not, I repeat, it will not make you a successful trader. Learn how to pick the best stocks. And if you learn how to pick the best stocks, that will teach you how to become a good option trader, because options move based on stocks. They don't do anything themselves unless there's a crash, and that's a whole different story. Number 11, try to adopt long-term principles to short-term trading time frame. Most work very well. Start using that. Number 12, stop using fancy indicators and go back to basics. Don't assume just because it's a popular indicator that it works well. Most popular indicators suck really, really bad, or just work for a very short period of time. 13, create a daily hit list so that you know which sectors are leading and which ones are lagging at any given time. That way, you're always targeting the best stocks and running away or shorting the weakest ones. 14, always know what the strongest and weakest stocks are at any given time and watch them closely. They'll give you the best sensitivity, the best view of the market ever. Just by watching the top 5 stocks, you'll see exactly which sectors are leading. You'll see how strong the indexes are. You'll see how the stocks are reacting to the index. Always know the top 5 and the bottom 5 stocks. Number 15, don't trade against the trend or sell naked option. The risks will always outweigh the reward when you do that. Number 16, don't get sucked into the shiny, bright syndrome, light syndrome on the latest and the greatest strategy. And don't assume that more complicated systems or expensive systems work better. I've seen guys trying to sell systems for $50,000, for $30,000. Most of them don't work any better than something you can make up on a piece of paper with a crayon. So more expensive doesn't mean it's going to work better. Just like more fancier and complicated indicators don't work better than simple ones. Number 17, don't analyze the markets in a vacuum. Start with the broad market view. Go to the narrow. The market is a living, breathing, emotional ground. Treat it as such. Look at the commodities. Look at it, fixed assets. Look at it as a whole. Look at it from a big picture and narrow it down. Number 18, don't look at the market action during the day. It'll mess with your emotions. 90% of all my decisions are made when the markets are closed. And the same thing with you. Stop looking at the market when it's open. It'll make you make emotional decisions, and it'll trigger emotional responses that are based on nothing but fear and greed. Don't do it. 19, try to utilize position sizing and diversification instead of hard stops to manage risks. It's much, much easier to manage risks with multiple positions than with hard stops. All right? Much, much easier. Number 20, don't ever use stop orders on options. You'll get ripped off each and every time. Now, there's probably another million things I could talk about. But honestly, if you take those 20 things, if I could take those 20 things and teach them to myself 28 years ago, I would probably save myself 15 to 20 years of time. I hope I can help you do the same. And again, if you have any questions, clarifications, feedback, if you just want to say hi, it's okay. I won't bite, not hard at least. support@marketgeeks.com. Bye, guys. I hope I could do this again 28 years from now. Folks, just this past week, I gave away my biggest stock market predictions for 2022 and my favorite option trade. But now, I plan to close that trade out so everyone can see the tactics behind it. I'll even throw in another brand new trading opportunity that I found. So, just how valuable was the information from this past week's Turning Point 2022's training event and the trade idea I have? Well, there's only one way to find out. Click on the link below to get access to one of my most informative sessions yet. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you're watching on YouTube. Stay ahead of this crazy schizophrenic market by being the first to be notified when I post my next video.